Where my bad bitches
I'm pretty
at?
than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking okay.
Yeah. So hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Millionaire Mo, or you can just simply call me Mo. On this channel, we talk everything real estate, solo traveling, and self-discovery through solo experiences, mixed in with a little bit of lifestyle content. Okay, so today's video is going to be a travel related video, and it's going to be the top 5 things I look for as a luxury travel advisor and a solo traveler when I am booking hotels for me or clients of mine. So I just want to start by saying everybody is different, right? So I do have a video on my channel about finding your traveling style. It's called What Kind of Girl Are You? I'll pin it here somewhere, so go watch that and just to figure out what kind of traveler you are. Are you a luxury traveler, budget traveler, solo traveler, adventurous traveler? I don't know if I said budget traveler. Are you just a vacation girl, itinerary warrior? Whatever you are, it's about figuring it out and putting together the perfect trip for you to have a amazing time every vacation. Okay, no arguments, no fussing, no nagging. You just know what you're getting. You know what to expect. You know what the vibe is every time you go somewhere, no matter if you're by yourself, with your man, or with them girls. Okay, so number 1 on my list, and it's not really in any particular order, but number 1 is location to attractions. Me, when I am solo traveling specifically, I usually jump around to a few different cities. So I might fly to Greece, right? But I might fly into Athens and stay there for a few nights, and then fly or take a boat to Mykonos, and then go to Santorini, go to Crete. I kind of jump around. I like to get my money's worth if I'm there for about like 2 weeks. And in every location, I kind of look for something different, right? So in Athens is a city, right? So it's very walkable. It's all different types of hotels, resorts, Airbnbs, things of that nature. So it's a mix of all. So I'm not an Airbnb girl. I just want to start by saying that. And this video is strictly for hotels and resorts. So what I look for is like location to things that I want to do. So every time I travel, I usually do like a walking tour. Usually a walking food tour of just like, local vendors or authentic kind of restaurants where you kind of just grab something that's authentic to the culture of the country that I'm in. I like to do that my first 1 or 2 days, just so I can get a taste of what the country feel like, or just something authentic. So maybe down the line, if this is very frequent here, I'm gonna want to try this later. I already know what it's hitting for. So location to attraction. So I figure out everything I want to do, and I kind of see what is fit my aesthetic, fit my vibe, but also I can walk to the things that I want to do, right? So just something that's kind of nearby everything that I want to do. This will vary depending on the person. If I'm booking for a client, obviously we'll have the conversation about their needs. They want to know locations that they want to be in, the proximity that they want to be in, or how close to anything that they want to do, or if they want to be kind of away from the crowd, away from the city, and then we kind of maneuver like that. Number 2, design, aesthetics. So me, I discovered that I have a Parisian style. Like, I'm gonna pop up some pictures and you're gonna see exactly what I mean by that. That's the kind of hotels I kind of go for, that kind of have this vibe, kind of have this look. Most of the hotels I stay in are very similar, unless I'm in a location where they are known for something. So if I'm in Bali and they have like, things like just like in the forest, or like tree houses, like things like you're gonna just really truly be surrounded by nature, that's different. If I am in Turkey, right, and they have like the cave hotels where the balloons is up in the morning, so that's going to be a different vibe than if I was going to let's say if I was going to like Turks and Caicos or something, or I was going to Cabo, Mexico, if I was going to destinations like that, I'm looking for kind of a certain aesthetic, right? And I kind of follow that line unless something just grabs my attention. But I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean by that. So unless a destination have something specific to their country, to their culture, I go with what I like and what I'm comfortable with. So I just kind of make sure the hotel fits that. Number 3, I check for what can I do on the property, especially with resorts. I do like to stay in boutique hotels. That's because I like to stay in like inner city areas. But when I am on like, you know, in the Caribbean, I'm on the islands and I stay at resorts, I look for resorts that have a lot of things on the property. If it's a resort, I don't want it to be a little tiny itsy bitty resort where it's one restaurant. I don't like that. Give me some options. Let me know I have like a little cafe here, a little breakfast spot here, a little dinner here, multiple dinner restaurants that is not like mainly buffet. The buffet food don't be that great. Give me a full course meal, okay? Let me know the reservations I need for the resort. Okay, so that's the things I kind of look for. I also, you know, look for if it's like beachfront, like can I just walk onto the beach and get a kayak? Can I just walk into the beach and do a jet ski, water sports? Like what's available? Like if it's a day that I don't want to go off the resort, I want it to be a day where I can fully take advantage of the property. Does it have a spa? You know, just something to do. Like, is it activities during the day? You know, depending on the caliber of the resort you're staying on, it's going to be, you know, different types of things. Like, as you get more on the luxury side, the things to do is more quiet, I would say. Some more like spa-like, wellness, yoga sessions. And that's cool. I love that. I love all types of vibes. I'm with everything on vacation, okay? A time is going to be had. But specifically when I'm dealing with my clients, you know, I look for things like that so I can put together like a proper promotion. Maybe the hotel is offering $100 spa credit with this deal, and I know my clients love a spa. Like, they love a full body massage, deep tissue massage. That's their vibe. Then that's kind of something I would push to offer. The next thing I look for, number 4, is a pool. When it comes to pools, I don't like really big, I call them community pools, and everybody is just focused in one area. This is the biggest pool on the resort, and everybody is here at 3 in the afternoon. Everybody, the whole resort is here. I don't like stuff like that, babe. Unless it's a party resort, I don't want to see everybody. So when I'm looking for hotels for myself, especially when I'm traveling solo, I like resorts that have an assortment of pools. Like, they have different pools throughout the location. I was in Thailand. I forgot the exact name of the resort, but they had so many different pools. Like, each kind of room category had like a pool that was kind of closest to them. So if you was with your kids, it was more of like a family friendly pool with like water slides and things like that. If you were by yourself, and you had your swimmer pool as well, but not necessarily connected to the room, it was like your own kind of private pool that was only for like the 5 or 6 rooms that was within, you know, that area. So I love stuff like that. I love a little secluded. I like very early morning swims and late night swims. So just having that option to go out in a pool 6 a.m. in the morning and it's right there and it's secluded. I'm not bothering anybody. Nobody's bothering me. I love that. Or a late night swim. Nobody's there. There's no kids, no couples. No, I'm just vibing with my drink. You know, I'm good to go. So I definitely look for that when it comes to resorts and hotels that I pick for myself. But I love a pool. I always want a pool in a resort. I just like to have the option of being able to get into the water and relax and unwind, right? Number 5 is the amenities. So this is mainly for my clients. You know, a lot of these luxury resorts are partnered with, you know, specific travel agents or partnership through credit cards like Amex. If you have a specific card, you are a part of the Fine Hotel and Resorts So you'll receive, and let me get the exact everything. So you'll get like the late checkout, 4 p.m. late checkout. You'll get the early check-in. You'll get $100 credit. They call it experience credit, but it depends on the hotel. So some hotels do spa credits. Some hotels do $100 breakfast credit. Some hotels do $100 dining credit. So depending on the hotel and what they have to offer, it's a little bit different. But that's when, you'll speak to your clients. Well, I speak to my clients, see what they prefer, what they like, what that hotel has to offer. And then we kind of pick and choose. Well, they kind of pick and choose from there. But if it's for myself, I would probably like the dining credit. I would say the dining credit over the breakfast credit, because breakfast is a little bit more affordable. So maybe I could pay for the breakfast. And sometimes I be on the go. I book excursions. I be on the go. Sometimes I can't even stop for breakfast. Give me some water, a smoothie, some fruits, and I'm out the door. Right? What else they have to offer? Sometimes they give you complimentary room upgrades when it's available. So if you like to travel during slow seasons, 9 times out of 10, you'll get that upgrade. What else? And complimentary Wi-Fi. Most hotels has Wi-Fi nowadays, so that's not too big of a deal. But it's definitely like a plus to have with that preferred partner with those amenities. So I specifically work for Forward Travel. So if the hotel that I'm looking at has, a specific relationship with our travel company, I won't push it, but I will offer it as well, because I know they get all of these promotions and amenities, even if they don't have like an Amex card to receive those benefits, or a Chase Sapphire card, to receive certain benefits. So you'll still receive the benefits when you book through me. I'll put my contact information here, and you can reach out via email if you're interested in traveling with me as your advisor. So that's my top 5 things that I would look for before I book my hotels and resorts as a luxury travel advisor and a solo travel girly. So please tell me what you think. Please tell me what you look for when you pick your hotels and you pick your resorts. What is like the top 3 things you gotta have that you need, you can't live without, right? So let me know in the comments what you think. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.
Well, my bad bitch, I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking okay. Yeah.